These girls getting big on me. They doing what they do. And then of course you got the big girls over there. I don't know if you can see them, but they walking around doing what they do. And I'm just enjoying the coop and the chicken life. So I got this kennel set up in the inside because I'm trying to integrate them with the other five. And as you know, they got a pecking order, and I got to make sure that I watch out for the little girl's safety. A few weeks ago, a couple of the girls got hurt real bad, and a lot of it was due to my own mistake. I tried to integrate them too fast, and had to learn I got to take my time if I want to do this the right way. So that's what I'm doing, taking my time. But as you can see, these are my big girls. They're next to the kennel where the dog's at, which I keep them separate. I don't let them mingle because my dogs haven't grown up around farm animals, and I want to be careful about letting my dogs and my chickens be together. So I don't allow them to be together. But as you can see, my big girls doing what they do. Buck over there with them. I know they did get big. Just want to take my time with them though. These girls are growing up. What y'all doing? Y'all can't come out now. Cause Buck and the crew don't play that. And I don't want Buck attacking y'all. They over there doing what they do. While the little girls over here doing what they do. Let's see what Buck and the crew up to. These my oldest chickens. Still haven't came up with a name for the younger ones yet. But as you can see, my Ayame, big black one right there, my rooster, that's Buck. The one beside him is Brownie, this Patilia right here. And then you got Piggy, and then you got Peachy. What you yelling at, Buck? You letting them know who's the man? Oh, I get it. You can hear the other chicken over there having her eggs. So you making that noise. Ain't nothing wrong with eating the chicken, man. It just may cost you a little, might cost you a lot, but it's gonna cost you, man. But I don't mind that, because I'm gonna eat them one day. Just right now, making money from eggs, man. Getting back to doing what I believe everybody should do. Get outside and make it happen. Not necessarily. I don't live on the farm. I'm just a homesteader, which means I own land and on my own property. I raise chickens and capture bees to make money. And I'm only showing people this because I want to show you how hard but easy it is to make money. It's hard because it's a lot of work and dedication that you have to put towards doing it. How much? What you mean? How much what? How much chickens I have? How much it costs? Which one? One thing about these chickens that I love is they teach you a lot about patience and how to take your time, because from the time they babies until they grown, it's a slow process. And you can't rush them. You can't make them go any faster than what they're gonna go. But the reward of it all is when you get your first eggs and you realize that they can produce eggs, because most people don't make it past chick phase. There's a lot of work that's involved. So when I sell my eggs, the price out here, they're going for like $5 a dozen. Because they're organic eggs, and then, most of the people out here where I live at, they have chickens themselves, so, you know, they actually charge, around $5 at the minimum for eggs. You will see some people selling them for $6, $7 a dozen. It just depends on, where you're at in the market. But for me right now, I'm selling them for $5 a dozen when I get them, but I don't sell them all the time because I'm still legalizing my business to do it. And, got to do paperwork to do all that stuff. So getting all that stuff together, had to come up with my name and all that. Haven't released none of the information as of yet because I want to make sure that, I legitimize it before I put it out there. But I already got my business plan. I already did all that stuff, which, everything takes time and patience and just hard work. When I got into the business, I thought I would be like, oh yeah, let me go get these chickens. Let me go buy this $900 coop. Let me go put this fencing up, do all this other stuff. And I thought it'd just be easy. But what I didn't realize was when, you got these big girls, and then as you can see over here, now I'll show you, because I had to put up netting and all that stuff to protect them from predators. Had to set up perimeter fencing and all that stuff like that. But when you got these little girls right here, you can't put them together because the big girls are going to attack them every time. And when I first got them, and after they kind of grew up a little bit, I put them out here, they almost killed them and had to slow the process up. So one thing I would say about, chickens, there's no way to rush the process. Everything is patience and time, patience and taking your time. Especially when it comes to your money, that's the number one thing I think about is this is my livelihood and this is what's going to put money in my pocket and food on my table. So I can't rush the process and I got to take my time. And what I would say in my area per se, because I'm in Texas, I don't have alligators out here. There are alligators in Texas, but not where I'm at. I don't have to really worry about a lot of predators, just coyotes, and you might hear it every now and then. You might hear some hawks and different animals. That's why I got the netting, because while they are still, fairly young and small, I can't allow them to be pecked off by them, or I also have owls out here. So yeah, but everything is patience and taking my time. And the reason why I'm doing a lot of this is because as a veteran, I just want to show other vets that man, you can do anything you set your mind to. Even if you're not a vet, just anything you set in your heart to do, man, you can do it, man, because God gave us all the ability to do things. Where I live at, I don't have a lake in my area, but between my property, because I have a couple of acres, there is a creek in the back that I do have. I do have a creek, but it's not flooded with water, just a little small, little bit of water running through it. So I'm not able to maintain a water system that produces fish as of yet. But a lot of that stuff, it requires me to get out there and do the work. So one day I'll get there. One day I will get there. But I just want to show these girls and show what's going on, because I believe that a lot of people can get peace from just listening to what God gave us, which is this earth, man. He told us to do it. That's in Genesis, man. For all those who believe in the Bible like I do. And when you subdue the earth, man, you just basically managing the part that God gave you, which is your home, your land, and your surroundings, your community, all that. Everybody plays a part in that. So that's what I'm doing. I'm playing my part. I'm doing my part because I have a wife and kids, or a child that's home now, and got to do what's best for them. And this is what's best for me too. Being able to be out here and you know raising these chickens and potentially capturing bees. And on the back porch you can see my raised up flower beds. I got a garden back there. I'm doing some things that I grew up seeing, but I never had the ability or the knowledge to do, and I'm just doing it. I'm learning from other people. I'm connecting with other people that have the information and the resource to help me, and I'm just doing it, man. Is it easy? No, but it's worth the peace and the sanity that I have. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with having a job, a job. I miss doing that too. But this right here, man, this ain't for everybody. This for those who willing to put in that work. Because, with owning your own business, most people think it's easy, but it's not easy to own your own business because it requires a lot of your time, a lot of your efforts, and a lot of, saying, no, I can't go on vacation. No, I can't do this. No, I can't do that. And it's not that you can't ever do it, but to get where you're trying to go, it's going to require a lot of sacrifice. And that's what I make all the time. Raising these chickens up requires sacrifice because I can't leave them unattended. I can't just, do any kind of thing with them. I have to make sure that I'm being their security guard or being their doctors, especially because, unlike a human, they can't talk. So I got to know what's going on. And the only way to know what's going on, I have to pay attention to them every day. I had to take my time and watch them, learn their patterns, their habits. You got to see things that they can't say. You have a good one. And I pray that God be with you in everything that you do. Let him lead and guide you. Bye, King off. Hey, girly girls. What y'all girls got going on?